I'm about to share something with you that completely transformed my life. And I need you to remember this, not just for today, not just for this week, but for the rest of your life. Because what I'm going to tell you has the power to change everything. When I was 25 years old, I met a man who would forever alter the trajectory of my existence. I was drowning, bills piling up, pennies in my pocket, nothing in the bank. And the worst part, I had made all these promises to my family that I couldn't keep. I was suffocating in my own failures. So I did what most people do. I made excuses. I blamed everything and everyone around me. And then he looked at me and said something so simple, yet so profound, that it shattered every excuse I had ever made. He said, if you want the future to change for you, you've got to change. Let that sink in. He said if I didn't change, the next 6 years would be exactly like the last six. Still broke, still behind, still making promises I couldn't keep. But then he gave me something more powerful than advice. He gave me a promise. And I want you to listen to this promise like your life depends on it, because it does. He said, young man, if you will change, everything will change for you. If you will get better, everything will get better for you. Do you hear that? Everything. Change your philosophy. You'll change your habits, refine your thinking. You'll refine your results, accept new disciplines. You'll unlock new possibilities, turn the corner from who you were and step into who you're becoming. When you do that, remarkable things will happen. I promise you. Before I met him, I was like most people, crossing my fingers, hoping things would change, hoping the government would change, hoping my boss would wake up one day and pay me more, hoping the economy would shift in my favor, hoping circumstances would somehow magically get better. But here's what I learned. Those things aren't going to change. And even if they do, it won't matter, because life is like the wind. It blows on all of us. And if you just let the wind blow, it will take you somewhere. But I'm telling you right now, it won't take you where you want to go. We all have dreams. We all want more income, more equity, more success, more fulfillment. But we cannot leave our future to the wind. We cannot leave it to the economy, to politics, to the way things are today. Here's what we must do. We must learn to set a better sail. The wind will blow however it's going to blow. Politics will be politics. The economy will be the economy. But the key is not to wish for a better wind. That's naive. That's fantasy. The key is to wish for the wisdom, the skills, and the learning so you can set a better sail. So at 25, I stopped trying to change the economy. I stopped trying to change my community, my government, my boss, my company. I stopped trying to change my circumstances. I made one decision that changed everything. I decided to change myself. And I took hold of that promise. If I would change, my income would change. If I would change, my bank account would change. If I would change, my future would change. And you know what? The promise came true. The first 6 years of my economic life, I ended up broke, pennies in my pocket, nothing to show for it. The second 6 years, I ended up rich. But here's what's fascinating. The government was the same. The economy was the same. The companies were the same. The pay was the same. My negative relatives were the same. Everything around me was the same, but I was not the same. That's how my life changed. That's when everything shifted. So let me break this down for you into 3 life-changing subjects that my teacher gave me. Number 1, personal development. Number 2, setting goals. Number 3, becoming financially independent. Let me start with personal development. And I'm going to start where my teacher started, with money. Here's the most powerful economics lesson I can give you. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. That's it. That's the game. Not for time, not for showing up, for value. You could stay home and they won't send you a check, will they? Because it's not about time, it's about value. So here's the question that will change your financial future. Is it possible to become twice as valuable to the marketplace and make twice as much money in the same time? Yes. 3 times as valuable? Yes. 5 times? 10 times? Absolutely. Now listen carefully. Someone might be a valuable brother, a valuable member of their family, a valuable citizen, valuable in the sight of God. But if they're not valuable to the marketplace, they don't get much money. You might say, well, it shouldn't be that way. But it is. And once you accept that, everything changes. Here's the key my teacher gave me. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Once I heard that, it clicked. I had been hoping everything around me would change. But I learned that if I went to work on myself, on my skills, my language, my vocabulary, my competence, I would become attractive to the marketplace. Think about it. I was a farm boy from Idaho, raised in obscurity, parents of modest means, broke at 25. Yet today, people call me from around the world offering me money to help them expand their businesses. Why? Because something happened to me between 25 and now. And it all started with my teacher saying, we don't have to change what's going on out there. We just have to change what's going on in here. So how do you do that? How do you develop yourself? Let me give you the blueprint. Number one, learn from personal experience. Look back over the last few months. Did you make mistakes? Correct them. Look back over the last year. Did you do it right or wrong? Learn from it. My teacher asked me, how are you doing after 6 years? I said, no, not well. He said, then I suggest you stop doing that. Simple, swift, powerful. Number two, learn from other people's experiences. That's why I'm here. That's why you're watching this. Learn from your teachers, your mentors, your friends, your colleagues. Learn from people who have been where you want to go. There are two types of people to learn from, failures and successes. It's too bad failures don't give seminars, right? Imagine bringing your notebook and learning exactly how they lost it all, threw their health away, destroyed their relationships. That would be valuable. But we must also learn from positive people, people who have the health, the skills, the income we want. Ask them, how did you get here? Here's how we learn from others, by observation. Watch what successful people do, watch their disciplines, see what works, by listening. Listen to lectures, listen to sermons, listen to teachers. Turn your car into a mobile classroom by reading. This is vitally important. Read all the books you can possibly read in your lifetime. My teacher got me started on my library. I haven't read everything in it, but I feel smarter just walking into it. At least I was smart enough to buy it. Now I need to be smart enough to read it. Then I need to be smart enough to apply it. Some books that changed my life: the Bible, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. That book helped me become financially independent by the time I was 31. I started reading books, attending classes, getting in front of people who had something valuable to say. And then I started keeping a journal. One of the most important things my teacher taught me: don't trust your memory. If you hear something good, write it down. At first, I took notes on scraps of paper, torn envelopes, backs of napkins. It didn't serve me well. Then I learned to keep a journal, a bound copy of all my notes. Yeah, I want you to do the same. Write down the ideas that impress you, a poem that moves you, a lesson that hits you. If you read something powerful, capture it. Put it in your journal. Keep that journal for the rest of your life. It will serve you well. My journals make up a significant part of my library. And if you saw them, you'd say, this is the library of a very serious student. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Develop your skills, learn the lessons, take the classes, absorb everything being taught to you, sort it out later, refine it for your life, your business, your future. But the main thing, get started. Start this process of personal change, personal development, personal transformation. And let me say it one more time. And I need you to feel this in your bones. If you will change, everything will change for you. You will never be the same. You'll keep growing. A few months from now, a few years from now, you won't believe the progress you've made economically, in your relationships, in your health, in sports, in business, in every area of your life. That whole process of committing yourself to personal change, to personal value, it will make your life unique and worthwhile. So what are you waiting for? Change. Start today, start now. Because the future you've been dreaming of, it's not waiting for you. You have to create it. And it all starts with one decision, the decision to change.